This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Tuesday. The Jason Walker Show. Hanging out inside the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave, from tile work to remodels to painting. They'll get it done. Above All Handyman Services. Get a hold of them today in Helena and also in Colorado Springs. Coming up today, got your auto contest performance of the week. We have your Montana Rodeo Roundup. Got a conversation with Jon Burnett, head coach of the Helena Senators. Saw the win streak come to an end last night down in Billings. And a whole lot more coming up as the Senators get to play in Great Falls tonight. Conference game against Great Falls Chargers. On this day in history, the walk-off, and a whole bunch more on this great show. You can watch on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, TreasureStateRadio.com. Our email, jason@jasonwalkershow.com. Our Twitter handle, @jwalkersports. Our phone number is 406-209-1267. So, no fake arrests here today. Saw a bunch of them in the capital of D.C. this afternoon, but none here. The Jason Walker Show. We're all authentic. We don't fake anything. Hope you had a great weekend. We did. Played in the DAV golf tournament over at Bill Roberts on Saturday and Sunday. Our team, J.R. McFadden, Justin Walsh, and myself, we ended up with a low overall net in the overall period, and almost got the first overall gross, but we ended up with first overall net to get the win. It is the Jason Walker Show's second consecutive win and the third in the last 4 years. So had a good time with that. And I picked good partners. When we first won it 4 years ago, we had my wife, myself, and Anna DeMars. And last year when we won it, we had myself, my wife, and Ryan Cutter, the assistant golf pro over at Green Meadow, and it was a lot of fun. And it's always fun to win, but it's more fun to give back to the DAV. And what the DAV has done in its 7 years now of the tournament, the first tournament they had was a one-day tournament, and they raised about $19,000, all of which went to disabled American vets across the state of Montana. And this is an organization that drives over 1 million miles getting vets to their appointments and back, no matter where they live in the state. And this year, they believe they're going to write a check to the DAV for about $110,000. So that's awesome. And what they do for the vets, Dan McGowan and his team, the volunteers, it's just an amazing tournament. 2 days, 54 teams. The thing sells out in like 4 hours, and everybody wants to be a part of it. And we were a proud sponsor of the drink carts this year. We're going to do it again next year. It is a tournament that, yeah, it's fun to win, but it's more fun just to have fun and give back, like I said. And great job by the DAV, Bill Roberts Golf Course, all the volunteers and organizers that made this happen for another successful year. It's the biggest tournament in the state of Montana, and one of the biggest really everywhere. It's just so much fun. Speaking of golf, congratulations to Montana State senior Cameron Bazi, who went on to win the Women's State Am this year. and outdueled her former Bozeman Hawk teammate, Samantha Yates, beat her by a stroke, took a 5-shot lead into the final day, and finished winning by 1. So congratulations to Cameron. I've watched Cameron literally grow up. She was a ball girl at MSU. Her mom, the golf coach at MSU, and just a sweet family. And Cameron literally watched her grow up with being a ball girl for basketball and now a state am champ. So congratulations to her. Ryan Cutter, will have an update on him coming up a little bit later on in the show. And as he wrapped up day 2 today at the first U.S. Adaptive Open down at Pinehurst in North Carolina. We'll have an update on him a little bit later on. Also a conversation with Jon Burnett. By the way, the opening segment of the Jason Walker Show is brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. 3 distinct divisions. You've got milled, handcrafted, and timber frame. They will build you a home crafted to last for generations. And this isn't just some rinky-dink operation. 50-plus years experience. And all of the best craftsmen available in the state. It is absolutely just amazing what they can do. And some of the stuff, I mean, you take a look at what they are able to do, and it is, 30,000 square foot under roof. They've done some stuff in the Caribbean, went all the way from Montana to the Bahamas, Coco Cay, and withstood a hurricane within its first couple of months. Captain Jack's there on Coco Cay. So that's what you need to do, is get a hold of Montana Custom Log Homes at yourcustomlog.com to get started today. Let's see here. Carroll College has a new softball coach, and she comes with a lot of success, as Miles Community College's Shauna Juarez is the new softball coach. Been at MCC, started up the softball team there at MCC. 57, 40, and 1 overall, the Region 13 Coach of the Year, both last year and this year. Pioneers have won the last 2 Region 13 championships. And Carroll's got itself after Aaron Jackson left to become an assistant out in Iowa. Mo Boyle, the volleyball coach, took over for the year, helped with Mike Miller, the Capital girls softball coach. But Shauna Juarez is taking over at Carroll, and I think that's a great hire for the Saints. Obviously knows Montana, knows how to coach, and knows how to win. So that's going to be a cool deal. All right, your Montana Rodeo Roundup. It is brought to you by Mark LaRowe Photography. If you need senior photos, family pictures, whatever you need done, landscapes, just photos in general, Mark can do it, and he'll do it the best. MarkLaRowePhotography.com. You can also buy his pictures at his website. Had a couple of Northern Rodeo events this week, starting up in Havre, where Dalton May won the bareback. Saddle bronc went to Garrett Cunningham. Bull riding, Kobe Whitford. Steer wrestling, Garrett Yeager. Tie down, Ben Eyre. Dustin Bird and Ike Folsom won the team roping. Alicia Bird won the barrels, and Ellie Meeks took the breakaway. And then big party in the Gallon Valley down in Three Forks, Madison County. Trevor Kay won the bareback. Kayla Meeks, the saddle bronc. Austin O'Shea took the bulls. Jet Murphy, steer wrestling. Ty Hedrick, tie down. J.R. Winter, Brandon Nichols won the team roping. Darby Haskins won barrels. And breakaway went to Ellie Meeks. So Meeks goes back-to-back this weekend in the breakaway in Havre and in Three Forks. The Northern Rodeo this week will run in Scobie starting in 2 days. And also in Jardine. Remember, that was rescheduled after last month's devastating floods. The Hells Are Roaring Guts and Glory Rodeo will be in Jardine this weekend, the 21st and 22nd. You've got Eureka the 22nd and 23rd as well. So there you go on the Northern Rodeo side of things. One PRCA rodeo in Montana this week. It was in Stanford. Trevor Bauman wins the all-around. Tristan Hansen, the bareback. Quentin Wheeler took the steers. Ben Folsom, Matt Williams, the team roping. Alan Gobert won the saddles, saddle bronc. J.C. Crowley tie down. Lindsey Cruz took the barrels, and Luke G. won the bull riding on J-Bar J's Joker's Wild. Good horse, or bull there. Up in Canada, the Calgary Stampede wrapped up, and some great winners. Rocker Steiner won the bareback in the finals of steer wrestling. That went to Will Loomis in 3-6. He pocketed $50,000. Ty Erickson went second in 4 flat. In saddle bronc, Logan Hay won it all. Dawson Hay was second. In tie down, let's see here if I can look and get it the right way. Let's see. Caleb Schmidt, number 1. Haven Medjid took second. In barrels, Cassie Mowry with the win. Donna K. Rule second. And in bull riding, Dakota Butter and Shane Proctor tied to get the win, and splitting the money. They each got $31,250. But some great rodeo up there in Calgary. As you look at your world standings in bull riding, Stetson Wright leads the way. In bareback, it is Jess Pope. You've got, Caleb Bennett sitting in 8th. In saddle bronc, it's still Sage Newman by a lot, and we're proud of him for sure. You also have Chase Brooks sitting there in 13th. He had a good week up in Calgary. We mentioned the bull riding. Steer wrestling. Hunter Cure leads the way. Will Loomis in second. Ty Erickson up to 5th. Timmy Sparing sitting in 8th. A couple of Helena boys there. Team roping, it is Caleb Driggers and Junior Noguera leading the way. Clay Trina billing second on the heading side. And tie down, Shad Mayfield leads the way with Haven Medjid sitting there in 5th, the former world champion. And barrel racing, Jordan Briggs, Haley Kinsel, Wenda Johnson, your top 3, with Lisa Lockhart back in 32nd. But she really she had a nice weekend, I think, in Sheridan. And it was somewhere. I forget already. But, so there's your Montana Rodeo Roundup. It is presented by Mark LaRowe Photography. By the way, Montana PRCA events this week. You've got Forsyth starting tomorrow through Thursday. Shelby will run on Saturday and Sunday. And then next week, it is jam-packed. Just a preview of next week. Lewistown, Plentywood, Helena, and Libby, and Glendive. 5 big PRCA events next week across the state. And you'll see some unbelievable names, NFR names, and at those rodeos. So get ready to enjoy a busy final, 6 weeks of the regular, 6 weeks of the summer, and then a couple and a half months here of the regular season of PRCA. So Mark LaRowe Photography. It's where you need to go for all your photo needs, whether it's senior pictures, family portraits, or whatever in between. Mark LaRowe Photography.com. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. And when we do, we still have Helena Senators coach Jon Burnett to talk with. Senator saw a 20-game win streak come to an end. And so we'll talk to him about that. Also, a couple of things we're going to mention. We'll check in with Ryan Cutter down in North Carolina, see how he's doing at the first ever U.S. Adaptive Open. And there you go. Let's see here. I think that's about it for this opening segment, which is brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry with 3 distinct divisions, veteran-owned, family-owned, woman-owned, and operated. Check them out, yourcustomlog.com. Now, you can get one of their 15 or more floor plans, or you can come in with your own. And they'll work with you. They'll work with your budget. You get a log home that's going to last you for generations. Whether it's a small cabin or something big, they will do it. Montana Custom Log Homes at yourcustomlog.com. Jon Burnett, Helena Senators coach, joins us next here on a Tuesday on the Jason Walker Show.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRowe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarowephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarowephotography.com. Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home home furnishings. When you shop Records, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Records Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Tuesday. That's your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week coming up. Walk off on this day in history. Much more hanging out. The Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture. 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Man, had so much fun at the DAV. What a great tournament. And it started off Friday night. We had a big tailgate party out at Lakeside. I had never been to Lakeside. I've lived here for 8 years, almost 9 years now. Never been out to Lakeside. What a beautiful area. But great food and great times with everybody. So appreciate all those that helped out and put everything together for this weekend. Speaking of this weekend, Helena Senators got their win streak up to 20 before it was snapped last night down in Billings. And joining us now to talk about how to bounce back with a week to go in the regular season is the head coach of the Senators, Jon Burnett, joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All right, Coach, you and I talked last week. You had the big win streak. You guys got it to 20 and then came stumbling to an end yesterday down in Billings, or Sunday down in Billings. But take me through it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I think it was like 38 days without losing a ball game or something like that, which is definitely the best run I've had. In my coaching career. The guys were just playing great baseball, and it's bound to happen. That you have games that aren't quite as sharp. And we had one of those. We didn't start very well last night in Billings, and the Scarlets are a good team, and we put together a couple of rallies trying to come back there, but just didn't go our way at the end. But the guys they competed, they battled. We could have tucked our tails and got our butts kicked, but we came back and brought it to a 4-run game. Just didn't quite have enough at the end there.
And then in the second game, was it kind of layover or hangover from finally, I don't want to say finally losing, but you go through a tough loss to see that losing streak snapped, and it's a conference game, nonetheless. But then in the second game, was it a kind of a hangover with the first game?
I don't think so. It was a non-conference game. We were getting everybody playing time. Getting guys at bats in that game, and there were just a couple key plays that we didn't make early on that led to 4 unearned runs, and that's the difference in the game. And we battled and competed and took some good at bats, and we're playing on the turf in Billings, and they're extremely used to that turf, and they know how to play it, and it's something new for our guys. So we kind of approached the ground balls a little differently than they did, and that was their home field advantage, and they really played well on their turf there.
Well, it's baseball. No team's going to go 162-0. No team's going to go 60-0 in Legion play or whatever it is, but. Michael Herbert had a really nice night despite the 2 losses. Take me through his evening last night down in the Magic City.
Yeah, Mikey had a great night. He's really starting to see the ball well. He's one of those hitters that he's better if he tries to hit to the opposite field, just because he stays back and kind of has more of a line drive swing going to right field, right center. And he smoked some balls last night into that right center gap. I think he had 2 or 3 triples on the night. Really giving us that good competitive edge that he brings. And he's playing well right now. It's one of those things that we talked about. It stinks to lose a game, but it may not be the worst thing for us. To get a little bit of a reality check heading into state tournament and kind of getting that fire going again.
Well, as we talked to Jon Burnett, Helena Senators coach on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline, I saw a quote over the weekend from you that said the only winning streak that matters is the last day of the season. So at that state tournament. And obviously that's the one you really want. Now, you do slip to third in the conference standings a little bit. How much of a factor is that as you head into the final week of regular season play here?
We're not too concerned about that. I mean, we went in as the 3 last year. And really, you know, we're fairly, I don't want to say that our standings are locked into place, but they're fairly close. You know, we find a way to win a couple of these. 2 of our last 3, we're either going to be the 2 or the 3 seed, you know, could possibly jump to the 1, but that'd take quite a streak by the Royals, by Billings. So we're pretty locked in for the 2 or the 3 seed. So really, I mean, we're looking at seeing the Billings Scarlets again, you know, in the second round if we do pull out the first round win at state. So really the only thing that matters is if we're the home team or the visitors in that game.
Walker Bennett had a pretty good night last night, 3 RBI in that first game. How hard is it to keep guys like Walker and Michael, you know, out of the lineup when they produce like that?
Yeah, they're swinging the bats well, and you know I keep saying it every time somebody asks me about Walker. You know, it kind of came as a surprise to me. We knew he was a pretty good baseball player, but the way he's swinging the bat, you know, he didn't swing the bat this well at the Class A level. You know, he was a good hitter, but you know, not anywhere near what he's doing right now. So he's just working hard and getting better and better, and kind of understanding how pitchers are trying to attack him, and he's doing a great job for us. So, yeah, they're guys that we want to see, you know, kind of keep their approaches. And really, I'm pretty confident in, you know, probably 10 or 11 guys in the lineup that if we insert them in, they're taking really good bats right now.
You know, you bring up an interesting point with Walker, and you see it all the time in other sports, like a guy in, you know, at the Class A level or at the JV level in other sports wasn't quite hitting, wasn't quite producing on the court, on the field, whatever the sport is, but they get that moment in varsity, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, where did this guy come from? I've been watching him for a couple of years, and I didn't see it, but all of a sudden that confidence is there for those guys.
Yeah, the confidence is huge in baseball. I mean, that's if you walk up to the batter's box, you know, and you're confident that you've got, you know, that you can get a hit off this pitcher. I mean, that is one of the biggest things that a hitter can have is a positive outlook walking in there. So yeah, and you know, to flip the script, if you think you don't have much of a chance, you're probably not going to get a hit. And right now, Walker's riding high, and you know, he's one of those guys that's kind of, you know, he's got the long hair, and you know, seems to have a good time every time he steps out there. So he's really, you know, kind of playing to it and having a great time out there.
We're talking with Jon Burnett on the Jason Walker Show, head coach of the Helena Senators. Wrap up the season, this regular season this week with 3 conference games. You got a non-conference game next Monday. The 3 this week are the most important. Starts tonight at Great Falls. This is the team you saw last week in non-conference play. You pasted them by 2 touchdowns and both extra points. But this time it's at their place. It's a tough place to play. It's a great field. It's a lot like Dealer, the old Memorial Park or whatever it was called up in Great Falls before it became Centene and all the remodeling. But this is still a really good baseball team that you have to beat tonight now in conference play.
Yeah, they've got they have 2 seniors, 5 college comebacks on their roster. So they're a talented group. They can really swing the bats. And you know, the one thing we didn't see when we saw them last week in non-conference was we didn't see their best arms. I guess we're going to see, you know, one of their, you know, top 2 or 3 pitchers for sure coming up here. So they're going to come out on their senior night up there and you know, really try to take that win. And we've got to, you know, kind of get over that hangover of that first loss in over a month, and you know, kind of raise our level. So I'm interested to see how our guys step up, and I think it's something that they're going to approach and they're going to be ready to go. You know, that's one of the things we talked about last night was you know, you get to the state tournament and you drop a game there, you got to be able to bounce back, you know, in less than 24 hours, because you can't lose 2 up there. So that's something we did last year. We, dropped the heartbreaker to the Royals in the semifinals by 1 run. Lost one of our leaders. That was the game Matt Burton ended up getting hurt and was out for the season. And the guy stepped right back up, and that very next morning came to play, and had I think 2 1-run games. Just battles. So I know mentally we have the players that could do it. We're just kind of interested to see how they're going to bounce back tonight. But I think we're going to have a good night.
Well, and I was going to say, this is your, I think, 9th game in the last 9 days or 8th game in the last 9 days. Mentally, obviously, you guys are okay potentially, but physically and hydration wise, obviously that's a big important thing right now, the way the temperatures have been too.
Yeah, we played a lot of games recently. The games last night, they weren't originally on the schedule. They were a makeup, rain out. So it wasn't when we were supposed to play them, and if we would have gotten those games in, if they wouldn't have got rained out, I think, it might have been a different picture because we were playing really well. We had our pitching all lined up for that game, but it is what it is. We're going to come out and play. And the good news is, we've had some non-conferences and we've gotten lots of playing time for guys. So I'm really confident that, if we do have a guy that's a little dinged up, that, we can reach deep into that depth that we have, and we should be able to step in without really missing a beat.
Jon Burnett, our guest here, Jason Walker Show, Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Medicine Hat to wrap up the regular season of conference play this weekend. This is a team we haven't seen a lot of the last couple of years because, well, we know why. But what can you tell us about the Moose Monarchs? Because they always have great hair, too, when they would come down to play you guys.
Yeah, I don't know much about them. I can tell you they're playing up in Kalispell right now, and they were in the bottom of the standings, kind of on the outside looking in for that 8th and final spot at state, and they just went out and beat Kalispell 11-1, and their guy threw a no-hitter. So that was kind of a shock to most of us that are watching. But yeah, that looks like they're playing fairly decent right now. I know they got swept by Missoula last night. So I think it kind of just shows that parity, within the state. On any given day, you get the right arm, somebody can knock you off. So we're going to have to be ready to play. And of course, with our final conference games at home, we really want to represent, the season that we had and get out in front of our fans, and play good baseball. I mean, our attendance this year at Kendrick has been awesome. Our fans have been great. It's been a lot of fun, and I know that teams love to come to Helena to play just because they get to play in front of hundreds of fans, whereas on the road, I think we outnumbered the fans in Billings, 2-1.
Wow.
With our contingent on the road. So, other teams love coming here to play just because of the atmosphere, and it's fun to play in front of people, that's for sure.
Yeah, it for sure is. What'd you think of the home run derby last night?
We were playing. I missed it.
But you didn't. You just saw the highlights.
Yeah. I think it was pretty special. I'm an Albert Pujols fan. So to see him make it to the semifinals, that was pretty cool. And then I know he didn't win it, but to see what Rodriguez did for Seattle, that kid's a special talent, and that was pretty fun.
Where does Juan Soto end up when it's all said and done here in a couple weeks? The trade.
I don't know.
Is he going to be a Yankee or a Met? That's the.
I don't know. He's probably going to end up a Dodger or a Yankee. You never know.
As long as it's not the Dodgers or the Yankees, I'll take him on the Mets.
There you go.
There's a couple of guys that I would trade happily. I mean, not happily, but I would take Soto. I mean, he's 23, 22, something like that. So
he's amazing. He's an amazing baseball player, and to think that he's got 15 plus years to go, it's something special.
Is it a bummer you won't be able to watch the All-Star game tonight, or are you okay with that?
I'm okay with that. I haven't really checked in on too many of them recently. I am kind of interested to see if that is going to end in a tie, because that tiebreaker sounds like it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, you get three guys to hit home runs, and obviously you choose probably Soto, Alonso for the National League, maybe Pujols, I don't know. And then you go with obviously J-Rod for the American League, right? Is there a guy from Houston that you would put in a home run derby if it came into it?
Tucker.
Okay.
Tucker'd be there all day.
Okay. All right. Well, it should be fun. I'll be keeping an eye on both the All-Star Game and the Helena Senators in the Electric City. You go from the Magic City to the Electric City. I expect some electricity tonight.
Yeah, no, we're excited. We're ready to get back out on the field, and we had a little bit of a letdown, and the guys kind of hit them hard. They weren't used to that feeling, so hopefully that kind of burns a little bit, and they're fired up and ready to roll today.
The good thing about it is you get to go right at it again tonight. You don't have to wait a few days to dwell on it. You don't have to worry about it. You get right on the bus, you head back up to Great Falls, and you're back on the saddle, so to speak.
Yep. That's we stressed that last night. That's a great thing about baseball. If it was football, we'd have a week to wait. Yep. So we're excited to get back out there.
Good luck, Coach. We'll talk next week before state.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Jason.
That is Jon Burnett joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All of our guests appear via the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It's not just a bundle. It's your home. It's your auto. It's your life. Mike understands that. He'll treat you like family. Get a hold of Mike Miller State Farm in Helena today. Quick break. We'll come back. We've got your Auto Contest Performance of the Week. We have an update from North Carolina as Ryan Cutter wrapped up his second round of the U.S. Adaptive Open, the first ever today, and he's got his final day tomorrow. But we'll check in on his day two and his first day as well. And on this day in history, much more still to come here on the Jason Walker Show. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of the Jason Walker Show. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRowe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarowephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarowephotography.com. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or two. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Final segment on a Tuesday, brought to you by the Copper Club Casino. Warm folks, hot games, cold beer, and drinks. Drink and gamble responsibly, please. Stop by Copper Club on Euclid in Helena. Got on this day in history still to come, the walk-off, and much more. Montana Mile over the weekend kicks off the Big Sky State Games. Duncan Hamilton, representing MSU, got the win. Another record time of 4:04.83. Sydney Littlelight, who has been an Auto Concepts Performance of the Week winner, from Rocky, took the mile in the women, 5:00.43. So some great runners down there. Pretty cool event. Big Sky State Games, Montana Mile, all of that. Let's see here. Let's do our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. And we had some great nominees. Duncan, Sydney, Cameron Bazi of Bozeman, MSU winning the Montana Women's State Am. My team for winning the DAV for the second consecutive year. Just saying. But we're going to go ahead and give it to our good buddy, Ryan Cutter. Ryan Cutter competing in the first ever U.S. Adaptive Open down in Pinehurst. Yesterday shot an 83, today an 81. He is currently third in his division, the multiple limb amputee flight. Trails by 14, Jordan Thomas of Nashville, Evan Mathias of Indianapolis in there. But Ryan's had some great pictures online from down in Pinehurst. And he currently also sits in 26th overall in all divisions, which is pretty darn awesome. And Ryan is an absolute great dude. And come on. How could you not? Simon Lee of Korea has the overall lead. He moved up a spot. Yesterday's leader, Chad Pfeiffer of Caldwell, Idaho, dropped 2 to third. Felix Norman of Sweden in there in second. And then Cutter down in there in a tie for 26th. And wraps up tomorrow down there in Pinehurst. So he can make a move. Took 2 shots off his lead today, or off his game today in 83, then in 81. He can go low tomorrow. He could definitely go low. So Ryan Cutter is our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, and you know it's warm, which I love. I love the heat. I love everything. The problem with heat is it can get to your vehicles, and it can get to them on the inside and crack the leather, fade it. That's why Auto Concepts, you can get your windows tinted there, and it'll help so much your vehicle, but also keep you warm or cooler as well. And it'll keep the sun out of the little one's eyes as you're heading down the road somewhere, especially the little ones. Like my 4-year-old now loves to wear sunglasses, but the toddlers, sometimes they can't. So, or little ones, infants. So get into Auto Concepts and get your windows tinted today, okay? Let's see. Coming up next weekend, or in 2 weekends, I guess 2.5 weeks, is the annual Hoops for Cause. Frontier Conference schools have gotten together over the last few years to hold a 3-on-3 tournament and also raise money. They have a clinic. They raise money for kids in Montana that are going through stuff. Well, this year they have 2 nominees. One, not nominees, but 2 recipients. Jet Jones of Sydney won a couple of state championships, placed 3 times in high school, he's heading into his 3rd year at MSU Northern. Do not believe he's going to wrestle this coming year. Thyroid cancer for Jet. And he's had like 60 nodes removed, okay, or more. He's healing from surgery, might need radiation. He's at the Mayo Clinic, and a great kid, Jet Jones of Sydney. The other recipient is Jana Gopher from Rocky Boy, won the district and divisional titles and almost 15 points a game. She's heading to her 2nd season at Providence. She also, this girl's had it tough. She tore her meniscus, and while she was out last year with the meniscus, she noticed a lump on her neck and was getting sick a lot. She has thyroid cancer. It was diagnosed in March this year. The cancer is removed. She's undergoing radiation therapy, possibly not returning to basketball, but more importantly, she is returning to life. And so if you can help out with Hoops for Cause, get a hold of Chris Mowat or Rochelle Sayers. They will point you in the right way. They've got silent auction items. They've got pretty much every sponsorship is sold out. The lunch is being donated by the Lions Club. They're cooking it. They're serving it. They're taking care of Hoops for Cause. So if you can help out and send some teams. They have a 3-on-3 tournament. Send some teams up there. Get a hold of Chris Mowat, okay? And you can go to the Hoops for a Cause Facebook page for more information. Great event. Let's see here. What else did we want to talk about? I think that was pretty much it. I got to scoot out a little bit early, a couple minutes. Got to go get the little one. The wife was supposed to be gone for 2 weeks at a conference, but she got super sick. It's not COVID. It's not the flu. She's just sick. So I'm still on dad duty. Today is July the 19th. It is National Words with Friends Day. It is National Daiquiri Day. Strawberry daiquiri sounds good right now. I had something on the golf course the other day. It's like it's like an Otter Pop, but it's adult beverage. It was really good. And then I went out and drilled a big putt for a birdie. So Kim Longnecker would not give me any more. But speaking of the DAV, that's part of it, is you get to play with great people. You meet people, you play with great people, you have fun. Except for 1 year, we had a really bad group on the second day. Wouldn't let us listen to music, wouldn't let us have fun. Too anal. On this date in 1877, the very first men's Wimbledon tennis event, and 27-year-old English rackets player Spencer Gore would win in straight sets. 7 years later, the very first women's Wimbledon, and Maud Watson beats her sister 6-8, 6-3, 6-3 to get the win. 1903, the first Tour de France. Maurice Garin of France won the first one. 1910, Cy Young wins his 500th game. He's the only one in Major League Baseball history to ever reach 500. He finished with 511. Nobody's ever going to touch that. I mean, that's a record like Nolan Ryan's 7 no-hitters that'll never be broke. 1952, the 15th Summer Games opened up in Helsinki. 1974, Dick Bozeman of Cleveland with a no-hitter. 1980, at the 22nd Summer Games in Moscow, 66 nations boycotted, including the U.S. 1996, at the 26th Summer Games in Atlanta, the opening ceremonies. And on this date in 1814, Samuel Colt was born. The Colt, 6-shooter, born in Hartford, Connecticut. Samuel Colt, happy birthday to a true legend. This segment brought to you by Bowser's and Copper Club Casino. Stop into both. They're both friendly. They're both nice. You have hot games, cold beverages, and support those in the local community that support us. That is Copper Club Casino. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off is presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Pasta Zydeco over the weekend, so good. Also, etouffee. Big fan of the po' boy, the shrimp or barbecue meat po' boy. You can also get shrimp. But great food at Cafe Zydeco in Helena. Let's see. I think that's about it. We had fun today. Had a good time. Hope you did as well. And we're going to do it again tomorrow. Alex Eshelman will join us. And who knows who else will join us this week. We've got some fun. And next week, it's going to be great. We're going to be doing our shows live Monday through Friday all next week on the road. As we'll be at Green Meadow Country Club for the Junior Girls PGA Championships. You got like 28 teams or 28 girls or something. You got a bunch of girls that are really good at golf coming to the Green Meadow in Helena to golf. So we'll be live at Green Meadow. We'll also be live at the Lewis and Clark Last Chance Stampede at the Lewis and Clark County Fairgrounds. That's next week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday rodeo. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a fun, busy week next week. But this week's going to be fun too. And we hope you join us for all of it. If you missed anything, go to jasonwalkershow.com. Big thanks for Jon Burnett joining us. Good luck to the Senators tonight up in Great Falls. I do want to say congratulations. He's retiring this week. Billings sportscaster, longtime at Color 8, Q2, Scott Breen is leaving television at the end of this week. He's going to stay in the state, work for Daktronics, but learned a lot from Scott. You will be missed in Montana sports. There's no question about that. Join us tomorrow, 4 o'clock, Jason Walker Show. Alex Eshelman. There's a big event at Bobcat Stadium over the weekend. We'll talk about that and much more tomorrow. Jason Walker Show. We will see you then.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.